Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Today, I'm joined here with Javen.
Hello.
Stelluro.
Hello.
And MrJJSpazz.
I think I win it. Hello.
Okay, we're just rolling with that. Today
Yeah.
we're doing something a bit different from my usual content. As you should know me now, in the past I've done commentary videos, also done gaming videos, and everything in between. Today, we're doing a bit different, and we're doing a whole podcast. The name of this podcast, as you've seen in the title, is Music, Memes, and More. We're going to be talking a lot about music and current events and other things. We're also going to be talking about video games, current events. I already said current events, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm taking these sunglasses off because I don't like how it looks. Today, as I said, we're joined here by these three fellas who are probably going to ruin the podcast halfway through, but that's all right.
Yes.
But that's all right.
It's gonna happen.
Today, I wanted
it's
to...
probably gonna happen.
So, to start with today, this is the four group. We're the main people. We might have a guest over sometime soon, but for now, yeah, this is what we got. Also, I just realized I haven't been full screened into Discord this entire time so people could see my hotbar, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'll just fucking cry about it later. Either way, we're going to talk about music first, see what's happening here. So, as I know, I haven't been keeping up with your guys' events lately, but you guys have been making some kind of series of for a series of songs called like space race things. You want to talk about that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll start because this is where the whole thing started. All right. So, when Nari a few months ago made this song called Interstellar Escape, which was
Nari's a
like,
mutual friend of ours.
yeah. He made a ripoff of Space Race called Interstellar Escape. It's a very good song, but on one of the for the comments on one of my videos, he was like, Interstellar Escape is harder than this. So I decided to make an impossible Space Race custom similar to that, and the changes continued.
Just so everyone's on the same level, Space Race is a song that was made specifically for a very, very difficulty, and I'm pretty sure impossible difficulty level for the game known as Guitar Hero, which was a game that was developed sometime in the mid-2000s. So that's what we're talking about here. This song is incredibly difficult, and so they're making some kind of series or pack or something where they each do some kind of space race type song and make something basically impossible. Spaz has also done it, and I even believe Javen's done it, and I'm going to do it soon just because I'm having fun.
I still haven't released mine yet, and I'm like on the brink of just not knowing how to make any more patterns. But yeah, I'll get it released sometime.
What about you,
Still
Javen?
okay.
Hang on. Hang on. What?
Still choking.
Oh, Stella's muted. Oh God. I get. This is
choked
why
on
we
my
don't.
water.
This is why we
Okay.
don't talk about Clone Hero or Guitar Hero.
No, I choked on my water.
I know. It's because that happened. All right.
Yeah.
What do you have to do with Claudia?
Dude, we
right.
literally choking on water.
Come on.
For those of you at home who may be curious as to what we're all drinking, Stell's drinking water, I'm drinking tea, and I don't know if they're drinking anything.
I'm not.
I
I
didn't
got
think
a
so.
glass of pop before this started, so no.
I'll get water at like in
It's all right.
between a topic.
Of course.
But, Javen made one after Stell, or at least released theirs after Stell. And
What was it
Then
called?
I started making
It's called
Galactic
Galactic
Downfall.
Downfall.
Galactic Downfall. Right, of course, right. Wasn't that the
And
one
then
with
around
like...
that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I don't remember what else. Okay, you get.
All right, whatever. Wasn't there like some kind of issue in that where there was like literally no hopos or literally no tap notes or something?
There
or
were
am I
yes.
thinking
tap
of something
notes.
else?
There were,
Okay, yeah, that was the...
there
There
were
was-
tap notes, but Javen.
There were tap notes, but
doesn't-
he didn't use them.
It was a way more tappy oriented version, I guess, of Space Race if you think about it, because
I
there's
guess.
not too many chords and strums in there.
But you didn't make any of them tap notes except like a couple of them.
Yeah,
okay.
but I only made the impossible shit tap notes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that does make sense to an extent. Either way, I'd rather not keep having to explain the basics of Guitar Hero. So, each of us, I don't know if Stell actually makes music for anything outside of Guitar Hero, but he does make music that could, yeah, he doesn't, but he does make music that does sound like it could belong there. And I was wondering, Stell, how exactly do you come up with your ideas and stuff? How do you come up with your patterns or just like anything? Like patterns, of course, that's Guitar Hero, but even then, you make them sound like they fit the melody, and that is something that a lot of composers from that whole entire community kind of fail to realize a lot of the time. Not all of them do, but a large portion of them fail to actually make it work properly with the song. But you do, so I want to know what's different. What do you think is different that you do compared to everyone else?
Well, first of all, thank you. So the main thing, well, there's no like specific way that I come up with melodies. It's just sort of like stuff that comes to me, and on a few occasions, like my song Lightspeed, I just like took one of my extremely old like song projects and remastered it. For patterns, I'm trying to, as of recent, like make like the songs overall more fun, but I usually just make them like visually sort of pleasing.
Visually,
But that's also kind of a negative because it's not as fun of a chart, which means not as many people will play it.
of course, of course. I mean, you don't, like, from what I know, you make incredibly difficult sounding stuff, but the amount of notes you have kind of coincide with the melody. And you also have a way with your mixing. While you're not the best at mixing, from what I know,
No.
what I've heard from your music is that you're better in a way that you actually make the leads at a reasonable volume rather than the thing that is everywhere and everything. Also, with the drums, I can hear they actually do have some punch, which is something that's missing from other songs. And it's something that I want more people to realize, that the importance of their drums. I've been teaching this, of course, to Javen over time, and Spazz doesn't really make music as much as any of us. Yeah, Spazz can't even make drums, so I don't even fault him on that.
There's a reason why I'm called the Aldi's player.
He's the Aldi's player, because I've taught Javen pretty much everything he knows. He's even started doing commissions like I have, for the same people that I do commissions for.
Have you made any commissions yet?
He's working.
I'm working on one.
Yeah,
right now.
he's working on one. That's
I'd
great.
like to bring up something about one of Stell's songs. There was one that was meant to just be a normal song, and that was called Caught in a Trance. I think we all kind of forgot about that one. It was good. It was good, though.
No, I don't even remember it. Let me see here.
It's just more forgetful.
Let me
I
see.
think it's actually my favorites on Spotify.
Stelluro. What's it called?
Caught in
Caught
a
in a
Trance.
trance.
One at a time. Cognitive trance? Caught in a trance. Caught in a trance.
I think the original reason was...
Hang on. Why did the Arabian Nights come up?
The Arabian...
No, I'm not even joking.
Arabian Nights.
What? Will Smith, Arabian Nights. Okay, let me go to...
Fun fact.
Did you upload it to YouTube?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Caught in a Trance. Caught in a Trance. There it is. All right, so I wanted to listen to this a little.
Fun fact, my song, When the Stars Align, was originally supposed to be a non-Clone Hero custom until Aki was like, yo, can I hop on this? So we just did a collab.
Wait, what was?
When the Stars Align.
How was that not supposed to be a Clone Hero custom?
I don't know.
It's
Technically, I would consider any song that I guess theoretically could be sorry. I guess any song, even if it's got like super fast solos, as long as it's not bordering over like 56 notes per second, I could say that it's still like a reasonable. After that point, it's like not reasonable.
The thing
and
is,
then
with
fourth would probably be considered like bleep bloop or some shit.
The thing about songs, bleep bloops, yeah. The thing about songs with like that whole Guitar Hero thing is that there's this very blurred line, just like the blurriness of my background. There's this kind of blurred line with music with specific genres. So people who make chiptune will know that is weird in the sense that there are fast notes playing a lot of the times. In fact, there are those really fast arpeggiations with the 8 bits in the background of many chiptune songs. In addition, dubstep songs may not sound fast, and in the midis or whatever your program is, it doesn't look fast, but by sound, which is what we go by in Guitar Hero games, is what we do. And so there's a lot more notes in dubstep than you would think, which basically means it's kind of hard to find the line between Clone Hero or Guitar Hero Custom and real song, and that's something even I'm trying to figure out myself. And I think Javen put a good way of into perspective. If you make the song solely with the idea of putting it on Clone Hero or Guitar Hero, then I think that's a custom. But if you make the song and then chart it and it's hard, that doesn't make it a Clone Hero custom like my debut album. There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of something I want to say though. I personally like a lot of the Clone Hero. I like a lot of the songs made by TSMB2, which is a song composer.
TSMB2
that also has a bunch of
TSMB2, or I think his name is the Super Mario Bros. 2. He is known in the community for making this song called Panger, one of the most influential songs in the community, and he made it sound good. He made it sound like an actual song rather than an assortment of instruments playing without much of a tune.
There's also Immortal.
Immortal as well. Most people who have actually been on my channel will have seen my cover of Immortal, so you should know what I'm talking about there.
There's also like 2 songs that are like only the modern people like recognize fully. It's Cosmic Embassy and Sunset Isle. And they're both just impossible. They're both basically impossible. But they still sound still sound like actual songs.
Cosmic Embassy has a shit ton of technical chording that is like cancer. Like the guitar chart. The guitar chart is pretty much designed to just be like something that you put in like a museum for the game.
Another thing,
to where a keys version of the chart would still mean an FC.
And Sunset Isles is just like very, very, very fast, like bursts of tapping that only lasts like half a second, but it's still pretty long.
So I'm assuming you guys would all decide this. You'd say Change of Soul or The End of a Generation. That's a Clone Hero custom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say
as a real song, but
though it does work as its own song because I know how to make them work in that symphonic way.
Was it designed to be Clone Hero though? Like the current version of it.
The current version is actually designed to play on Clone Hero, yes. I've gone through the reverse chart engineering. If you're unsure what that is first, you make the chart for the game. So you put the notes down first, then you put down the audio and make that into something. That's what I did for a lot of the solos in Change of Soul 2, especially, which is why a lot of people loved how Change of Soul 2 plays. Because I've got over 10 years of experience in this game. I know how to make it work. I just can't see it when I open up the damn MIDI.
Yeah.
There is one song by Stell that kind of like it's definitely meant to be a Clone Hero custom, but it sounds like a genuine song. Galactic Journey. The first one at least. The second one, not so much.
Oops.
To be honest, I feel more like I kind of feel like I don't remember the name of it, but his Ode to Jarvis was probably more of like an actual song but it was still designed for Clone Hero.
It was just a really fast.
It's like a piano MIDI.
Yeah, really fast piano MIDI.
It's like an insanely fast piano MIDI. It's
like Turkey Scallop, basically.
Going back to the point of chiptune, Extends Levant is like heavily undercharted.
Oh yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I remember that.
I think it's on Hexy's channel where they made in what was it? An unnerfed version of Extends Levant.
Similar to the Solus 4, which everyone knows. Solus 4 nerfed in order to make it more playable for the people to play, because sometimes we go a little bit too hard and make a pattern that doesn't really work in the game, but it sounds good to our ears.
Yeah.
What?
Hold on a second.
Are you sure it's just unnerved, or are you sure it looks like it looks like it's just told to be an overchart?
Really?
No, there's one. So you know the Souls 4 like unnerved preview. It had the exact same concept, like with the MIDI notes.
With the MIDI in the background, yeah.
So so it was accurate extends Levant. It's very scary.
It looks,
I would imagine.
It's just called Fourth Round. I don't get that.
That's not.
Oh,
wait, it's not on Hexy's channel. I don't think.
It is. It's just called Fourth Round, though. I mean, extends Levant Fourth Round. I'm not hearing the notes that are like added in though.
Well, I think the thing with chiptune is the way the notes play into each other, because whenever you get that sound with the chip bursts, it's less the notes all being heard individually. It's the way they play together that makes it sound like it's a burst rather than like a bunch of notes. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really hard to hear it.
I'm
guessing.
That doesn't. Okay, I'm not looking at that anymore.
Can you send the video? I want to see if you found it.
Send the video, and I will put it on the screen for people to look at.
It's generally just disgusting. I feel like it's just overcharted. There is no way that's normal.
As a note for anyone watching right now, I will periodically be going up here to turn off a fan that is in my window every now and then, due to the fact that the heat in this room is absolutely horrible, and it can get up to 80 degrees in the summertime. 90 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. That's like 35 degrees for Celsius.
Okay, I'm looking at the original chart, like the 3-ups chart. It's just the background shows the MIDI and it's accurate. So I think the one you're thinking, Hexy's version, is just an overchart.
Hang on, let me pull up the CTH3 Carpal Tunnel Hero 3 Let me pull up that thing. I don't see where it is. Unfortunate, but that one is a good showcase because it's not like it's just really fast. Let me pull up that song. Maybe I could find it. Song. I can't. Hang on. Let me do that. Videos. I don't think you're able to find it because the song name is literally he, like 3 he's. So you're not really gonna find it.
What's he?
I don't know. It had the fucking album. Oops, sorry. The fucking album art for it was literally like oh, there's this video. The fucking album art was just something random. Anyway, for y'all looking at this, so it has this. This is definitely not it. Yeah, that's not accurate. I can tell you right now that isn't accurate.
Yeah, I looked at the. Okay, are you thinking? Okay, is this what you were thinking of still? Because that's the one the 3-up version is definitely like accurate as fuck.
Yeah, 3-ups archive. That's the one.
This is the accurate
version. You can tell
version.
because the background literally shows the MIDI.
Yep.
And it fit.
That's it.
So yeah, just basically with these notes, for those of you watching this right now, the notes that you're seeing right here, the reason why they make this sound, which I'll turn up for you, the reason why they make this sound is something we called, I believe it's called Duty, D-U-T-Y, and it's on like Duty 3 or something, or 2 or something, and it kind of gives the sound like there are octave notes playing, but there's only one note. And that's what's giving it that little sound there. But this song is like a good showcase that chiptune is fucking stupid to chart on Guitar Hero. You see this? There are 2. This is something that's weird. Like, charting these octave spreads are really weird for charters to figure out to do. This is like part of the thing where we have to figure out, do we sacrifice accuracy, which people are going to get angry at us for? We can sacrifice accuracy for playability, or we can keep our accuracy and make something that is just not possible to play. Yeah, and this video is now going to get copyrighted because I played that for too long.
Oh, wait, really?
Probably.
Hold on, let me look at Tap Tap Redux, because I know that's one of the hardest sections in the song.
Okay, I think you might be right about the underchart, because later it's like just like that's like six different notes playing randomly. Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. There was some, I don't know what's happening over there, but someone's like, what even is that? Bro's parking at fucking 10 p.m.
Nice.
What?
Bro's fucking parking into his house at 10 p.m. Sorry, I could see the sound of his motor was being picked up on my microphone over on OBS. I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear it.
I know you couldn't hear it, but it'll pick up in the video.
Oh wait, yeah, you said OBS. My bad.
Yeah. Now, Clone Hero is not the main thought of this podcast. There are also many other things this podcast aims to focus on. For example, we are going to be talking a little bit about some economic situations, vaguely economic situations. We're also going to be talking about other situations with music and games. Dear God. No, he's going. He's leaving. He's leaving somewhere at 10 p.m. He's going. He's off. Oh my goodness.
So the economy.
Oh, get this. Liberals.
Oh God damn you. Alright, I'm gonna pull this up here.
Cut that out.
I just realized I was muted the entire time. Is this gonna be edited?
For the most part, no. I'm gonna keep this very widely unedited. However, let's talk about. So we're gonna talk a bit about the economic situation of the world. So most of you don't actually know this, but let me pull this up first. Sri Lankan. So do you know where Sri Lanka is?
Yeah, it's like right now. It's like an island off of India. Correct.
So, as of late, you didn't know this, but May 10th, 2022 is when this article was made by the AP News. There was an economic collapse in Sri Lanka. And when I say that, I mean the entire... So here's what it says. The South Asian nation of Sri Lanka is experiencing an unprecedented economic collapse that has pushed the government into a deep crisis. The island is struggling to import basic needs. Yeah, it's struggling to import basic necessities for its 22 million people because of diminishing foreign reserves and crippling debt, spurring weeks of anti-government protests that recently turned violent and led to the prime minister's resignation. Basically, this country, because the economics have been fucked so bad, it is now almost created a fallen government situation here.
So it's just like so Sri Lanka's in an anarchy.
Not quite anarchy. It's in because I believe, like, you know, because it was under British rule, it probably has a parliamentary like Britain. So there's more people. So there is more people running it, but there is no prime minister. So there is no head of government, but there is a government. So basically it's an unfinished government. So basically the government can't do what it's trying to do. At least that's what I think. Don't take any of this for 100% because I'm not looking that up. I'm not looking at that.
You're not a resident of Sri Lanka.
No, I'm not the freaking I'm on the other side of the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a similar situation that actually happened with a couple of other countries that have had their economies just kind of flailing downwards. And I'm sure you all know about the situation with America. What are your thoughts on the economic situation of America? Tell me about it.
Honestly, I hate the housing prices, but gas prices like went down by $2 like a few months ago. But honestly, so
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know too much about economy. Housing prices are going way too far up, especially in like small towns.
They are.
Like in my state, like an average home is like 250,000.
Average home. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good thing my family has like a nice house here, and we have enough bills to pay for it, at least for now. And I really hope we don't have to end up in a situation. And of course, this economic situation was worse. Like ever since the virus that cannot be named, or else I will get slammed with a interesting thing from YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Wuhan beer virus, the Chinese beer virus.
No, let's call it the Modelo virus.
Modelo virus. I'm calling it the Chinese beer virus. Basically, what happened was when it happened, it caused basically all functions of capitalism to stop working, or just markets in general, because we weren't able to export or produce things properly without risk of spreading the plague. We actually had to stop the economy for a bit. And that, coupled with the fact that there was a Russian invasion of Ukraine, gas prices have soared through the roof and now are trying to go back down due to the tariffs and import restrictions Russia has been placed. And many countries in Europe are experiencing a massive increase in prices for gas and oil. Specifically, one of these countries is the Netherlands, Germany, and I believe Croatia. What are your thoughts on... Go ahead.
Oh, wait, no, what were you going to say?
I said, what are your thoughts on that situation?
It made the economy very bad.
It made the economy very bad, yeah.
That's just about it.
The world almost got plummeted into a great recession. Of course, not quite. And it's a good thing we didn't, because, that could have, what happened a couple years before World War II? A Great Recession.
Yep.
Yeah.
when I was in California, and this was before like the major invasion of Ukraine. Gas prices were already like $5
per gallon.
And
God damn.
Yeah, and now right now I think it's like 8 or 9 or something like that. So that's like almost $500 to fill up your car once.
So for any viewers who are actually confused how this works and are blaming the presidency or something, it is neither so this is something that I'm going to say that might be controversial. It is neither Joe Biden's fault, nor is it Donald Trump's fault, nor is it any of the congressmen's fault. It is specifically due to the fact that there is an invasion going on, and Russia, what percentage of oil supply does Russia produce? I'm going to say this right now. They produce... One of the top oil exporters to the U.S. is Russia. So, I mean, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen? It makes sense. It's a supply and demand situation. And now that we're slapping tariffs and embargoes on them, we're not trading with them, meaning we're not getting that oil, meaning we're trying to look for other things, which is also why the heating bills and AC bills got fucking ramped up in my area, at least. Like, we actually had a situation... Like, our heating broke, and we had to pay $750 to fix it.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot.
How's the situation hitting? Y'all are comfortable with releasing the state you live in, but not the city, right?
Yeah.
So how does this affect... No? Okay.
Baton Rouge, 1, 2, 3.
I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. How does the tax and situation affect you in Michigan, Javen? Michigan being one of the more powerful states in this country. So it would make sense if Michigan could do better, but considering the state of California and it has a higher GDP than literally the entire country of Russia, what do you think?
To be honest, it's not really too bad.
It hasn't affected you?
House prices raising was probably like the main issue for my family. I haven't really noticed anything too significant aside from gas prices changing, because they actually did go pretty fucking high from what they were last time. So
yeah, the gas prices here in Kentucky, they never got too big because Kentucky's a mess. I think the highest they got to was maybe like 440 or something. So, that's not too bad. What about you, Spaz? Wait, are you fine with me saying the state you live in?
Louisiana.
Yeah, you're in Louisiana, which by itself is next to Texas, which has one of the largest like oil reserves in the world. So how has it affected you?
There are trains crashing multiple times throughout the night where I live.
Really?
And you could hear it echoing. Boom.
Boom, boom.
I also live next to a power plant, so if it explodes, I'm dead. So.
Jesus Christ.
I live next to. This is not a normal train station. I live next to a military train station base.
Well, there's also a power plant that did explode last year while I was in the second floor of a school building. So the whole school was like, and I was like, oh, well, I'm about to, the whole fucking building's about to crash down while I'm on the second
guess
floor.
I'm dead. Bye, y'all.
And I was on the second floor, so it was like way worse than the first floor. People were like, oh, it was just shaking a little bit. Motherfucker, the whole room, like, desks were falling.
That's a bit more than shaking. Whoa.
That's quite concerning.
Nothing like that ever happened to my school. There was never a situation that was too bad.
But I don't know much about the economy. I need to get the hell out of here.
This is a little bit of a different thing, but one of my sister's friends started playing the new Paradox game that released, Victoria 3, and it caused his GPU to fucking fry.
What kind of GPU was it?
I don't know, but it caused his GPU to fry. It was an actual GPU, like it could run like actual good games. Victoria 3 is just not a very well optimized game because it just released, and it's also Paradox. However, Jay just sent me a screenshot of him playing the game again because I guess he got a new GPU and now he's gonna break that one.
What's his new GPU?
No, what the fuck is happening?
What is happening?
Okay, there we go.
Ecuador? What is Ecuador? What does Ecuador have to do with this?
Ecuador.
Look at memes.
Oh yeah, memes.
Ecuador.
There's
Ecuador.
quite the. There's a bunch of
Okay,
stuff
don't
going down
scroll
in
up.
the memes channel.
Why is there? Okay. All right, whatever.
For the viewers at home, look on your screen and he will put it on there for you.
No, I'm not putting it on there.
Oh wait, no, we can't.
Anyway, continuation. So yeah, economies. I knew you guys weren't going to be able to tell too much about this. However, we do have some more stuff about politics, which I'm sure you know a little bit more about. Not that much more, but
I know a lot more about
I know like almost nothing about politics, to be honest.
Those goddamn liberals.
let's talk about some basics for those at home.
You just pissed off so many people.
Yeah. Let's talk about
you goddamn Republicans.
Let's talk about the radical centrism. Well, let's talk about the basics. So leftist ideologies advocate for more social freedoms. This is libertarianism. And then far right ideologies advocate for, and I'm not going to say what we think it does, but I'm going to say what it's supposed to do. It's conservatism, and it's supposed to conserve traditional values, basically. So old family values or whatever. This is what countries like Turkey and other democratic nations across the world, they choose conservatism. That's what that is. Up and down as well. This is different. Authoritarianism versus libertarianism. To the left is socialism. To the right is something. I don't actually know what it is.
Capitalism?
No, not capitalism. Capitalism is a lib right thing. Authoritarianism is what Stalin and Hitler were. Oops, I shouldn't have said that word. Oh well. Mr. Stalin mustard.
So like bad person.
No. I'm gonna cut that out. So no, I'm not gonna cut that out. Fuck it. Yeah, it is Mr. Stalin and Mr. Schmittler.
They're still gonna detect that.
No, they don't actually.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. Schmittler. It's Schmittler. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening, bruh?
I don't know, man. But yeah, that's what authoritarianism and libertarianism is, the one that people make fun of. Now, all four of us live in the United States of America. And the situation here is fine. It's okay.
I live in 69 420 Among Us Ave, downtown Arkansas.
You don't even. You just said you
Exactly.
live in Michigan.
Damn.
Brother.
Come on, guys.
Sus. Okay. So the political situation here in America is much better than, despite what many people on Twitter would like you to think, it is way better than the situation happening in fucking Iraq. However,
Oh yeah.
because we only know about the situation happening here in America, I'm going to only talk about that because I don't want to get on the bad list of the Iraqi government.
That'd be nice.
Why do I look like Steve?
Either way, over here, we have good news. Well, good news, bad news for the Senate. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as this. So, the House of Representatives has in fact gone to a win for the Republicans. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. The House of Representatives, however, for the Senate, there is a larger amount of Democrats in the Senate than there is Republicans. And this is good. This is good because of the ideas of overturning some laws that were not good.
Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade.
Not the
Let's
overturning.
talk about that.
Oh boy. So
How,
anyone who's
how
outs-
controversial would that be?
how controversial? Incredibly controversial.
I hate children.
Incredibly.
They deserve death.
Shut the fuck up, you
Shut
fucking you.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with Roe versus Wade, for some reason, it was a law that codified the legality of abortion in all states by the Supreme Court. And it was recently overturned due to a Republican majority. Now, with this Senate majority, we might actually be able to codify it into law again. And that would be good for people who wish to control their own body, bad for people who wish to save the lives of babies. There you go. That's unbiased.
Okay.
Save the
Yeah,
lives of
that's
a-
unbiased. I
Save
do
the
need
lives
to
of a
say
clump of cells.
I do need to say a few things.
Go
This
ahead.
is coming from an unbiased opinion. Still an opinion, but it's kind of just because of how my brain processes things. So, obviously, for many reasons actually, I'm against the idea of like
Are you
not aborting. Sorry, I'm having an issue.
So you wish for Roe v. Wade to be codified into law so that women can have access to abortions legally?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of
So it's okay.
hard time explaining this.
It's okay. I'm here to help Word. But yes, that and why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Well, because think about it. I'm gonna think about it from two standpoints. First,
Okay.
how someone would feel about it, and second, how Jesus Christ. First, how someone that had to get an abortion due to the law would feel about it, and second, what it means from a logical standpoint in terms of population of the planet. So, I feel like, the person actually having the kid, it's their kid, but there's obviously certain situations that would want them to not have that kid otherwise. So, what I'm not gonna say any specific examples on here. Just know it's some very fucked up shit.
I can bring some up.
If anyone wanted to have an abortion in the past, they could, because it makes sense for the way that human emotion works for them to not want something that reminds them of what caused them to have the child in the first place. And if they end up having it, they'll just put it out for adoption, because there probably is someone that would end up wanting to adopt a baby anyway.
The thing about it that the reason why people like to have abortions is not because of the is not because of the reason that we want to kill babies. The reason why is because when you have a child, your entire body changes. Everything about you starts catering to that child. You start producing breast milk and all that fun stuff. Where none of us are females. None of us are women. Biologically.
None of us are.
My sister
None
has
of us
been
are
very
women.
vocal on this subject. My sister, profound anarchist, she's told
Jesus
me,
Christ.
she has told me a lot of things about this. And there is actually something here where the baby, instead of having the fallopian tubes connect to where it's supposed to in the womb, it connects to something outside of the womb, which causes a situation where both the baby and the woman can die to, I believe, a chance of 90-10 or like 90-1 or something. Basically, in that situation, best way to do is abort that shit. Of course, now I agree with the fact that we should have abortions, but I do understand where people are coming from, that we are killing babies, and that's a fair concern to have, but we should have the choice of whether or not we should be able to. If you don't want to abort and whatever, you're okay. That's all right.
Okay, I do need to say something too. It is a fair statement to say that, yeah, we're technically killing children, like babies, but and I can completely understand where people are coming from with that statement. It makes sense. So I'm not saying that I don't understand, but I do want to say that more times than not, a baby, at least 10,000 at the very minimum, babies are probably born a day, right?
Of course. The
So
thing about
our
it is the
population
conscious. It's the conscious about killing a baby.
Yes. But on a logical standpoint, I don't think we're going to be able to sustain much room for more humans. It's fucked up that I'm saying it's kind of fucking weird that I'm saying that, but more so like not like from an agricultural standpoint, but more from like a
Economic.
Economic standpoint.
Yeah, I was about to say, we have room. There are plenty of parts of the world that are almost entirely uninhabited, that are habitable. Like, there are many parts in Russia, if you would like to live there. There are many parts up in northern Scandinavia and Sweden and Finland and stuff. There are parts within, like, the Wyoming area, which, contrary to popular belief, yes, that does exist. No memes aside, Wyoming does exist.
Wyoming does exist.
Hang on.
Wyoming does not exist.
Fuck it, liberal. Wyoming does exist, you little shit.
Wyoming does not exist.
Wyoming does exist, you little sissy liberal. You little sissy liberal.
Bro, you just triggered so many people.
What? What happened?
He jumped out of his chair. I love that. That's great.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is he gonna come back?
Is he gonna come back?
Oh no. Oh,
No.
Okay, I want y'all to look at general, because just look at this. This is the map we all had before our modern school systems. Where the fuck is Wyoming? Exactly. Wyoming never fucking existed.
Oh, where's Alaska and Hawaii?
Those never existed either.
Hang on, just so you know, this is what the map they're pulling up. As you can see, there is no Wyoming, but this is a very fun joke. But what we were saying,
Utah.
What we were saying,
shut up.
You say it was a joke? It's not.
Shut the fuck up. We're continuing this conversation.
Oh, nice sunglasses, by the way. But yes, so yeah, there is a lot of space in the region where Wyoming would be. Or that like area in Montana. There's a lot of space for people there, but there is not an economy strong enough to actually support that. Like the settlers.
Yes, we could. I'd say maybe 1 to 2 billion more people would probably fuck up our economy a little bit. Not as of currently. I'd say maybe give it another 200 years and all right, give it like another 200 years and then we'd probably have enough to support more life like by then, but not only from an economical standpoint, but also because each and every one of these people have feelings and emotions. I personally feel like more like if some fucked shit was to happen, like someone decided to one of the fucking continents on the earth decided to like nuke each other, one of the powers.
DEFCON.
Like automatic. That's like an automatic
mutually assured destruction.
That
Yeah.
10-minute warning is gonna be definitely enough.
Speaking of DEFCON, a recent funny thing happened on Twitter.
Oh God. We could talk about this for a while.
Wait,
Let me get a water
wait,
before
Yeah,
we
let's
transition
get
into that,
Spazz.
please.
Yeah, let's get Spazz. So to wrap it up,
let me
this
get
whole
some pop too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But the thing is, we like you got Sans. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our little break. Drop my glasses. What the hell?
Wait, was I supposed?
No, you weren't supposed to do that. Dear God, that actually sounded painful.
Keep that in.
Yeah, I'm
Keep
keeping that in. I dropped my glasses down here too.
I was just sitting here. I was just sitting here like I was waiting for. Okay, never mind.
We're back,
All right.
boys. Welcome back.
Hello.
Today, now,
Hello.
we've finished our little talks on abortion, Roe v. Wade, economics,
Fuck them babies.
economics. God damn. We finished our talk on economics, politics,
gonna
and
be
music.
so
We are going to
fun.
talk about games. We're going to talk about the games, basically the meme section in this.
Brandy in a Dark Revival.
That is
I would
something that
like
we're going to
to-
talk about. But first, Stel said he wanted to start it, actually.
Aw, damn. I wanted to start.
Okay,
it. And
so
Wait,
Bendy
no,
in
we
the
weren't
Dark
going to.
Revival.
No, we weren't going to talk about games. We were going to talk about the Twitter situation. God damn.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we were gonna.
I
Fuck
was
it!
transi- I was transitioning.
Oh my God.
So the transition I made, we were talking about DEF CON. I was like, speaking of DEF CON, there's this funny situation going on Twitter. So, in early November, right?
On my water.
In early November, Kanye West decided to tweet while he's very tired and possibly under the influence. He said, "I'm very tired, but in the morning I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." And this isn't anti-Semitic because black people are Jewish as well. All right. Recently, under the rule of Elon Musk, he got unbanned. And the first thing he said when he got unbanned was shalom, which is a Jewish word.
Oh my goodness, dude.
What
I
an
don't think
ironic
he was
situation.
under the influence. I think that's just normal Kanye stuff to say. I think
It's
he just like released his
unfortunate.
filter.
Like a lot of people who, when they get famous, they let it get to their head and something happens. This is a situation where that happens. Unfortunately, this is less of a thing they put on a show. This is their true colors that they're now starting to finally show us, unfortunately. I never listen to Kanye's music. I know. Call me whatever you want. A shithead, a penis licker, and
A poopity scoop.
But
Poopity scoop.
man, that tasted horrible. Why did I do that? Oh God.
What? What you put in your
did
mouth?
I did.
It's plastic. At least
Yeah.
you didn't put a Nintendo Switch game in your mouth. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, they made that specifically taste bad. Either way, this whole situation with Twitter, it goes back a bit. So of course, as Stel just said, you know, Elon Musk. So Elon Musk has bought Twitter for how much was it? 33 million?
44 billion.
44.
Yeah, 44.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. And the software is
Why'd
only
you-
worth like 10 billion, right?
And then he lost 80% of the employees.
And then he
so that's
lost
like
80% of the
worth
employees. So
1 million basically.
So yeah, this is so basically what the situation people are calling is for the death of Twitter, and people are surprised that it didn't just come like that. And people thought we were joking. What I think and what's going to happen is, get this, MySpace is still up to this day. It is still a website that still
shut
exists
up.
to this day. So you know what's going to happen? Twitter's going to slowly stop being used. It's going to slowly start becoming more and more dead, and it's going to start becoming MySpace. And no one's going to use it, and it'll be a relic of the past. It'll be a relic of the 2010s, just like MySpace was a relic of the 2000s.
Everyone just starts using Facebook as their main.
No! No!
Dude,
No!
There is actually something I do want to talk about. There is this social media that has just like gotten popularity after the Twitter situation. It's called
Hive?
Hive Social. Yeah. I mean, like, it looks promising.
Let me see it.
and they
Hive
don't get-
Social.
and they have been just like mocking Twitter on Twitter. It's funny shit.
Really?
socialize on
Yeah,
Hive.
and someone was like made a bad review about like, oh, they're allowing these goddamn gay people on, but they protect gay people, and and this random member got really mad about it, so he just went on Twitter and like cursed at them. Not cursed, but
can
they
you
still like.
you can't use this thing on computer, can you?
Probably not yet.
Okay, that means I can't use it.
But they're still on Twitter, like, talking about it.
Oh, I
like,
might be able to use it, actually, because I have this thing over here. So for those of you who are unaware, I have a Chromebook, which basically abides by normal laws of mobile phones, but on a laptop. So there you go. That is one of the situations.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure... obviously soon they will, because I think they even... a different social media app just recently made a website version, and it... I think... Was it Snapchat, I think? Something. It was something. Social media gets website version or something like that. There was one that was just recently like had a PC version though.
I'm going to spill a controversial topic that is not, well, maybe not controversial to be honest.
Is it related?
I need to use the restroom.
Okay.
Huh?
Just keep going for a little bit.
Yeah. What is it? What is it, Javen?
It's not necessarily controversial, and it actually
Is
does
it related
have
to the? Oh, okay, it's related to the Twitter thing.
No. But I have, while y'all are looking up the other shit, because I personally don't really care about it.
Oh my god.
I'm over here stroking my shit right
now. No. Oh my god, we're doing so good.
Oh, no way.
God damn it.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's why Spaz went to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's probably why.
You
What's going
fucking dick!
What?
Don't act like that, dude. Don't act, you know.
Bro really said I'm over here stroking.
You are now watching 4 idiots confuse their life.
I'm getting water now too.
Okay, fuck this topic. Let's go to the gaming topic, okay?
Apparently,
Okay,
apparently we can't do the Twitter topic, apparently, because we all suck.
Wait, what happened with Twitter?
Okay, so I have something to start off by saying this, and this is shut the fuck up. This is an opinion of mine. I have reason to believe that Minecraft is definitely one of the greatest games ever created.
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Why would it not be the best game ever created?
It's not the best game ever created, but it is up
one
there.
Of the.
Because it's because of its lifespan, similar to how TF2 has stayed alive to a point of now. To the point that TF2 and Minecraft have lasted over a decade now, and have active player bases to this day. Both show that both of those games are well created. In a similar vein that Grand Theft Auto 5. While Grand Theft Auto 5 is a well-made game and fun to play, it's not well-made.
Not anti-cheat.
No anti-cheat.
Anyways, okay, so I know y'all like Minecraft a lot, but there is actually something I want to get into.
There is something new. Yes, that is true. There is something new that has only recently been released that this man would love to talk about. Spaz here. He wants to talk about this because this is one of his childhood favorites. This is...
Wait, are we still? I was like adding something onto Minecraft.
Oh,
actually.
adding some. Oh, I thought you.
Wait,
oh, sorry.
I'll get into that one like after this. But
yeah, okay.
There's actually 2 things I would like to get into Minecraft. I'm gonna search it up because there is this YouTuber that does a lot of technical like documentaries and like explanations about how stuff works in like 2B2T or like drama that happened just anywhere. It's not FitMC. It's like the Mr. Epic, right?
What do you do?
Let me like describe his content. Hold on, if my fucking web browser could load it up. He does just general like interesting stuff. He does opinion-based videos like are Minecraft's old textures better? Except like he goes into like technical and any like actual like how do I say this? Like mental detail and shit like that. Like actually explain stuff. And then he goes into like old mysteries of the game, like the oldest mods. He goes into like recent drama as well. He explains a lot of exploits, and he explains
he's a commentary
servers
channel.
That are banned. Yeah, he's a very good commentary
channel that goes over everything. Yeah, kind of like.
But there is one video that I've just recently seen. I think it's actually a bit old. Wait, is it? Hold on, let me find it because I know I've seen it.
Is it like Minecraft is not the game, you'll remember it or something?
I do not enjoy Minecraft anymore.
Of course, I know.
And it's talking about like single player / like small, very small SMPs about how it's just at some points. Okay, so basically Minecraft after the Ender Dragon, you make your own goals, right?
Yep.
And a lot of the goals that people make are like similar, very similar actually. And it's farms, it's building bases, stuff like that. But he explains that after a while, most people that he knows, including himself, it's not the fact that it's not fun anymore. It just gets like you lose motivation for it, right? Because it's the same thing with me. I like after that I was like, oh, just Minecraft's just a shitty game, and you know that I would like preach that and shit.
Yeah,
but like. Honestly, after watching this, it's just a motivation thing, right? Because like after a while, you just lose motivation.
The thing is, I hadn't started. I've been getting back into playing a Minecraft SMP recently, only because I've actually had more people to play with, and I haven't done a proper SMP in a very long time. As well as adding a sort of role play aspect to it, like me and Javen's world that we've been making as of late. We have been creating some kind of corporatist government of the Unnamed archipelago or other fun stuff where we create port cities and colonize, and it's really fun when you put it in that perspective. Minecraft like that in an SMP is hella fun. Creating your own small data packs like that. I had an idea for the red and blue SMP, and this is something different. So if you don't know what an SMP is for some reason, that is a survival multiplayer world in Minecraft where you have multiple people and you play. And you play the game in a way that y'all understand. So of course you know the Dream SMP. That's its own thing. That is different. It's more of an anarchy type of thing. Yeah, shut up. I know I'm doing this.
No, I was being like, ew.
Oh,
that way. But
I don't care about Dream.
Is more.
Dream SMP is more of an anarchist server.
It's more of like a story, actually.
It tells more of a story, which I like the idea of it, but I also want more Minecraft stuff actually like to do with it. So one of the things I wanted to do with the red and blue SMP, which was the third instance of the Unnamed SMP, and the idea was eventually I was going to take inspiration from one of the crafts in Hypixel UHC, which is an ultra hardcore Hypixel game on the Minecraft Hypixel server, and this craft was called the Expert Seal. And what it does is it will, when you use it, it will increase all enchantments on your character, on your items and tools by 1 past the limit. So that means you could get a protection 5. Basically, what I was going to do was have some kind of war between me and everyone else on the server break out, and I would go and use the Expert Seal to save myself, basically. But I would put up the armor after that little event and never use it again. I was going to use it like that and make some kind of like dramatic showcase of it. And that was an idea that I had, but I never got around to doing it because guess what? The server died before I could do it.
And even then, after that, and yeah, I get that y'all still have motivation for it, but like after a while of doing like a bunch of big stuff and then looking for more ambitious things to do, it's just
of course eventually you want to do it. You want to start over. Yeah, that's what I do.
But the way this happens, even when they do it, after they get all the basics done, get their base done, and get a couple farms done, it's just the same thing. It's like a cycle for them.
It is a cycle, but it's more about a creative outlet because we have ideas. We look at something and we have a creative outlet and we can make something. Like Javen has made his own creative outlets with us. And if Stell adds, I'm sure Stell would have his own creative outlet with like the poop fart nugget man.
My main thing when playing Minecraft a while back was I did have like a lot of visions, I guess, like for shit I wanted to build.
But you didn't have the skill
And
for
then
it.
yeah, and then I got and then there's this little thing that came out called Five Nights at Freddy's that got me into building shit again.
Oh wow.
No way.
If I remember correctly, he created like an entire map. Like all the maps from them.
If I was to guess how many like fan-made maps I made alongside those, I probably made about 15.
You mean like
in,
fan
like,
games maps,
years.
or do you mean like you just
Like-
made maps?
Like I just made maps and added random mechanics to them.
I remember. So right now, what I've
Oh,
got over
speaking
here,
of like random mechanics, not really random, but like
All of
new.
them had working power. All of them actually had different style doors. One of them had power and was kind of like the Joy of Creation, where you could only have one of the doors shut at one time.
Oh god.
And then I made one where it was like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but you could close the basically there was like an actual door that was protecting like the hallway in front of the office.
wow.
And then you could also close the vents. But there were I guess one of
There
the
were
things
armor
that I would
stands
use,
there that would simulate it, so you could actually play the game. Kind of, is what you did.
and then on top of that, I also did a thing, and I did this all with normal redstone, by the way. Like I didn't use any command blocks for this because I was on the Wii U edition, meaning I was very limited to what I could use.
The Wii U
So
edition.
I was
Great console, by the way.
True, underrated.
kidding.
Hold on.
The other day when my friends were over, I was it was like 1 a.m. and I was yelling so hard at the TV playing Wii baseball. I
This
hated
is
it,
unrelated.
dude.
Yeah, okay.
Looking for the phone.
Yeah.
on.
Anyways,
Sorry.
Hang on. So and I actually have more to add to that. So as most of you should know, I'm a massive console player, and I've been playing the Guitar Hero games for a long time. So I've still got all of these Guitar Hero games. These are Xbox 360. However, what people don't know about me is that I've
only
kept.
those four?
It's
Only
Rock
those
Band,
four?
Guitar. No, I've got more up there. I've got every single game except for Rock Band 4.
But you got Rock Revolution though?
I don't have that. I meant like actual Guitar Hero games. But that's not what I was
I'm
talking
gonna have
about.
to turn
I
off the
was
camera
talking
for a
about.
second.
All right. I was talking about. I don't sell games. I'm about to sell some games to a store locally. But
Oh my god.
I've still got it.
Dude, console Minecraft was so good. I had the
On-
PS4
console-
edition.
Every edition up to all of the legacy console editions stop at the Wii U and the PS3 and the
Nice shit, dude.
360.
What kind of 360 you got? I think I got mine in like 2013. When did the Xbox
I played
come
the
out?
legacy edition. I played the legacy edition of Minecraft on my Wii U and my PS3. The only reason I played it on my PS3 though is because I modded my PS3, so
Yeah,
I
I've
can just get whatever I want on it now.
In addition, check this out.
I'm doing math homework right now.
Ooh,
Doing math
Plants
homework while
vs.
doing a
Zombies.
podcast. I love this. I love
But
that.
yeah.
But
But
I
yeah,
have
fa-
like back in the day.
17.
Back in the day, I had a world. In that where I would just log on in creative after a hard day at school because I didn't enjoy school. I could talk about that, but after I come home, I would just like build random things. I built a massive house. It didn't really look that good. I created kind of the recreation of the Five Nights at Freddy's maps. All of them up to.
Well, I couldn't find it, but I also have it for the Xbox One as well. But
I have it
Yeah.
until Five Nights of I made it until Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And I didn't have the working doors, but I recreated the map specifically, and I tried to get it as correct as possible, basically.
We should definitely do something like that. At
We
some
could.
point. Like we should. Like
It's crazy.
Like unless
One of the
you wanted
things
to do
about
it in
me-
survival, real quick. Unless you wanted to do it in survival, we could definitely hop into creative, and then maybe after like messing around with that idea if you wanted to start making like
something
other
that
shit.
survival.
I guess. Yeah, but to be honest, I
Bro
feel
doesn't have
like
the
for
game.
some reason creating custom maps, like custom like Five Nights at Freddy's fan-based maps. I made one that was Five Nights at Freddy's 3 inspired, I think. But it was also kind of like, it was strange because it was the first office you would start in, because there was more than one in this massive fucking conglomerate of a building. You started in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 area when you went to play the mini game, but you couldn't start the other two nights because I used granted I used like the same algorithm, I guess, to get the animatronics from place to place. But they were linked up to different systems because you'd have to press different buttons in the different offices to get them to work. So it's like one side of the building was a whole redstone conglomeration and the other side was also one, but it was
Hidden.
different because of the layout of the map.
Ah, I see.
Because it was like it was like the second and third map mixed together with like something that resembled like a home area. And in that room it kind of had like lore, like this place was originally like a house and they just built off of it.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'd
and
say
then like
I'd,
the souls of the damned died there due to murderers. Anyway,
I'd say basically like I don't really want to create another one of those. I mean, maybe someday I will, but for specifically like that whole thing with Minecraft, there was more to it. I also did I think I remember I did a pixel art of Metaton from Undertale as well. Which is very interesting.
Camera's fucked.
I did a pixel art. Oh wow. I did a pixel art of yeah, Metaton, which was pretty cool, but that world has been lost to time because I don't even know the password to that Microsoft account anymore.
Damn.
So yeah, unfortunate. That's okay though.
Anyways, I want to go on to the second thing of
Here
that I was
it is.
that's related to
So,
Minecraft.
yeah, like sorry.
There's a second thing. There is this ARG that I found. And it's not just any of those normal, black shadow figure from 5 million yards away looked at me and now I'm gonna make 5 videos. No, it's like that was like the first video, but then it was quickly explained that it was just like the devs messing around. But you'll see what I mean by like devs, right? So Minecraft alpha versions was the name, I think. Something like that. Alpha 1.0.16. Now, if you know, it ended at, hold on, let me check. The last alpha version was, hold on. The last alpha version was like 1.1.0.16. In the 16s, it was, fuck, where is it? Sorry. That I'm taking a bit, but, shit.
Javen, you muted yourself.
This new Minecraft wiki fucking sucks. First of all, this shit sucks and genuinely bad. They suck at making the new Minecraft wiki just sucks. But they're in the last 1.0.16 alpha was _02. So this ARG I'm gonna kind of explain it. What if there was like a fork of Minecraft being developed?
Like
called
a different game made by the same people that eventually got bought
different game made with the same code with like
the same code.
It's kind of it's very hard to explain.
It's like two games with the same type of coding, but they tried to go different directions. That might have been what Minecraft Dungeons turned into.
No, you don't. This is like, okay, so like throughout the older videos, like going up to new, you could see like changes being made, like throughout the versions. It's like 1.1605. And if you looked it up, that never existed. And as you look, you could see subtle changes to like textures at first, and just iron doors being spawned randomly. And it would be like, at first it's very small changes. You won't really notice them unless if you're looking at them. But
and then they get
basically weirder. There was like this kind of private thing that they would like go into people's single player worlds, like watch them and then select them. And at first the ARG was about like, oh, people are seeing this stuff and whatever. But now it's kind of branched out to the point where like the creators of the ARG aren't just making textures, they're at this point actually making the game that they're doing the ARG on.
It's kind of
like,
weird.
Some of like there's like 3 videos that have there's 2 videos, there's a 3rd version coming up, but 2 of them have released. There have been 2 jar files released, and they're both playable to the point where like it's genuinely an experience. And there was also a fan-made like semi-private server to like investigate. There's footage of shit, like they would actually go into multiplayer servers and like interact with them. It's like a bunch of crazy shit. But like it's very creepy.
Yeah,
like,
that's
because
odd.
It's like you could tell it's still Minecraft, but at the same time,
it's not.
You could and like the mobs look the same. Some of the textures look somewhat it's basically like Minecraft if it was just Minecraft in an alternate timeline, and it's just very creepy.
Ooh, Minecraft in Kai's.
I'm going to turn off my camera because I'm now just realizing that it totally fucking sucks.
It's very hard to explain. So I'm just gonna post a link in general.
It's just so blurry.
And
I don't care.
Everyone
else's is very blurry.
Also post a link to like an explanation of most of the ARG. There are some recent videos that came out, but
especially with these names, this is really crazy. Like home. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen for everyone here. Hell aspect. That is what the hell? Oh my goodness.
If you look at like the first videos, it looks like it's like at first it just looks like normal Minecraft or like a weird version that wasn't supposed to be
Sorry
released.
for the hassle you've had to go through
It's like
lately.
eerily off.
All that with a 0.
It's eerily off, like, but it's to the point where some people like just. It's very cool.
This is creepy.
Yeah, but it's genuinely. Weird. It's to the point where it's like it's also kind of cool.
If he wants to keep a player base.
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird as hell. Then this video here as well.
It's like an explanation of most of it, and there's also a document that's updated as soon as
satire.
What?
That's
just a disclaimer.
Yeah,
I think that's just a disclaimer to be like this isn't actually real or anything. Of course.
Right.
But even if the video is outdated somewhat, there's still a Google Slides presentation that has it's like very updated. Like it was actually it was last updated today. So yeah, it's very up to date.
You want to know what this feels like?
What?
Have you seen those videos about like they're like audio clips of like what English sounds like to like foreigners?
Oh my god.
And there's another thing. And there's like original music in the jar files and being released to like and it, honestly it's like to the point you see 418 I think was the original composer of Minecraft, right?
Yes, they were.
Was that it?
It was them.
Okay,
yes,
so it sounds eerily kind of like it, but at the same time not. So that's also adding to the creepy.
Okay, they're just making a damn Minecraft horror game at this point.
And no, that's the thing. It's barely horror like. When you play the game,
it's psycho. It just looks like psycho horror, dude. These videos look like psycho horror.
But let me see if I could find the soundtrack.
I just realized it could see everything from the Steam overlay. I'm so sorry about that. I need to turn that shit off. Like it'll come up like Pussy Licker 233 is playing Grand Theft Auto 4.
But let me find the soundtrack, and you could cut this part of me looking out because it's going to be empty space because the Google Slide's pretty long. But hold on, fuck. Maybe I could just ask in the Discord, possibly. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay, whatever.
There's 2 OSTs been released. Well, not really, but like of course they wouldn't release 2 OSTs while it's being made, but it's meant to be all in the past, and like and what they're doing now is there's also like
start your engine.
This is like Dev Zero is what
Did you start?
the main developer's called. Okay. But Dev Zero is what the main developer
are we
is
unpausing?
called. Yeah.
Okay, unpause now.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to send media fire links. And it looks shady as fuck because media fire, of course. But like what's happening right now. Dev Zero, we try to make a very quick TLDR of like the recent part. Dev Zero, which is basically the main developer, is of course all the devs are anonymous. But Dev Zero, it's been revealed that by the people, quote unquote, leaking shit. You know, it's not real developers, but still.
Of course.
It's been claimed that apparently there was a 0.4, which also doesn't actually exist, but there was a 0.4 before this called with the initials RD.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And there is also another version where it's called like R4, which is like a mix between the one we're seeing right now and the supposed RD.
All right, so
and
I've just downloaded the file. Oh, sorry, I guess.
But apparently 0.5, which is 1605, which is the one that we've seen footage of mostly, is the try to like redo 0.04, right? 04 was a failed version of that. And apparently there's also a 06, which they went on to try to redo 05. So there's so far 4 confirmed. I know it's weird, but you could probably link the Google slide and the video explaining it.
You'll have to send it to me
or the channel. The stuff I sent in the Google slide.
You'll have to send everything when I'm about to upload it. So I'm gonna like message you about when I'm gonna upload it. But either way, I just downloaded the OST here. And I could see they have a song here called Norway here, which is a reference to one of the songs by C418 called Sweden. I don't know what this sounds like. What is this?
Oh wait, yeah, that is right. Hold on.
Hang on, I'm listening.
Actually, I might be able to add something about that.
Huh.
Like, it's obviously not a perfect recreation of C418 style.
Does it like sound like it?
It sounds like one of their songs in reverse. Like a reversed mix.
That's weird.
I know, that is weird. Moon?
Wait, there hasn't been anything on it. I could make a comment right now.
That's an amen break.
Oh yeah, one of them has an amen break and it doesn't fit at all, but it's supposed to be like a battle theme, so...
Oh, I see.
Because there's there's quote-unquote bosses, just giants, but that...
Wait, is that speeding up? No, it's not. Pattern Ponder. Rostrum? Hidden Den, Ballroom Piano. This is all really weird. Nordic Sanctuary.
Ballroom Piano. There's one that's like sounds very cool.
Ballroom Piano.
I think it's that one.
It's just a piano, yeah. This sounds like something that would play in like an indie horror game. Yeah. That is some interesting stuff. That is very interesting.
I mean, listen to Lemuria. Sounds
I closed
very weird.
But yeah, it's just like it kind of feels like C418's music sometimes, but at the same time it feels off enough to where it's like you could basically it's like on the line, if you know what I mean.
What was the
like it's generally called? Like
what was the RAR called? OST?
OST. And the second OST as well.
And then what were we talking about? And then what did you want me to look at, Stel? Stel, what did you want me to look at? Lemuria? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, not listening to that one.
Wait, where?
Album cover created by 3 Clone Hero.
Lemuria. Okay, brilliant. Lemuria, listen to that one. That one is unsettling.
Yeah.
It's like if C418 made darker music. That's
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
It's very odd.
Lemuria
This is a very interesting. That's a very interesting topic for a podcast. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ready to switch?
Sunrise at Denmark. You have to listen to that one. That sounds weird.
Sunrise at Denmark.
It's in the second OST.
You didn't. Did you send it?
Yes.
I think I did.
OST 2, yeah.
The ones in the second OST are definitely worth looking at. Hold on,
Okay, let's take
Estonian
a look
relic.
Estonia? Huh. You don't hear that country get mentioned very often.
Yeah, I think it just.
No, not really.
It's often forgotten about.
The
There's a
camera
password?
is having a stroke.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a password.
Okay, hold on. There's definitely something. Password is one. Okay, I'll just copy and paste the password.
Yeah.
It's so awfully similar. It's just.
Oh, that's not what I. Fuck. 152463.
152463. Probably not a good idea to have that public, but whatever.
Well, it's meant. It's an ARG. It's meant to be like figured out.
Before the storm, Denmark. Interesting. Sunrise at Denmark.
Internal footage 3.
I think Denmark and Sunrise at Denmark are like just like opposites of each other.
No. The Sunrise of Denmark is. Okay, it's got like a wavy. So what that has is it has a wavy effect on it, and it's also got wet reverb, like very wet reverb. And what it's doing is it gives it a sound like something like a record is not scratched, but a record's just not working. Factorial.
Yeah.
Not listening to that one. Estonian. That
it
is
definitely does sound like a darker version of C418's music. E3PR. Okay, so in the lore there was a presentation, and what it used was like a 8-bit version of one of the songs from the first OST. So that's what that is.
That's a very weird. Huh. I don't like it. I don't like that. Yeah. No, I don't like that. No. I'm ready to switch topics. Topics.
Anyways, so Bendy and the Dark Revival.
Yeah, that's what we were going to talk about. Let me say a little things first because you've been talking a lot. All right. So, for those of you at home who don't know about it, Bendy and the Dark Revival is a continuation of the game Bendy and the Ink Machine, a game that I'll admittedly only played once, and it was the first chapter, and I never played it ever again. I know absolutely nothing about this game, actually. Basically, from what I know, it's like there's just some kind of character that's... Actually, yeah, I literally know nothing about it. I played it, like, when it first came out, and I've never looked at anything related to it ever again. So, you're going to have to talk most about this, but they have recently released a new game, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and it kind of does it finish off this game, or is there going to be more after it?
First one was finished... I don't know, actually. For all we know, it could not be ended.
It could not be ended. What do you think about that, Javen? Stell?
To be honest, I don't really play the games, so...
Bendy and the Ink Machine... So Bendy and the Ink Machine kind of came at around the same time when, like, from what I know, Bendy and the Ink Machine came around when... YouTubers who typically did FNAF fan games stopped playing FNAF fan games and started playing other actual horror games. That's the one that's what I think of. When I think of that, I think of Bendy and the Ink Machine, 1, 2, 3, Slaughter Me Street, and a couple of other ones.
Oh no, 1, 2, 3, Slaughter.
Hey, dude. DA Games has a killer song for that, dude. A killer, dude.
Wait, look at General.
Yeah, that's
Ghost jump scare.
Ghost.
Let me see this. So Spaz actually played the game on stream earlier. If you want to go watch him, it is twitch.tv/MrJJSpazz. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go there if you want to watch him play the game continue. But
there's one thing, Bendy and
hang on, I'm looking at this right now.
Oh yeah.
Huh. It looks very similar to what I remember of it. Oh my goodness! Oh,
he got scared, bro.
oh my goodness! I'm very bad with.
So
I'm very bad with jump scares, just so you know.
I'm gonna explain. I figured out what that thing was. So right before that, I opened up. There was like this character reveal, kind of, and I opened a box of like a dead figure, and there's like this gang. Well, like this gang of creatures that would attack you throughout the thing, the game, and the Bendy and Ink Machine, the first game. So basically, that's like a fourth unreleased character that they had. And when I opened the box, that actually activated something that just made the game harder, or just made the game like throughout the whole game. I would get jump scared by that bitch repeatedly, just out of nowhere. It'd appear and be like, "Hi." That one was just unlucky because it appeared behind a door right as I opened it. Because normally you're supposed to like dodge it. Anyways, okay. So Bendy and the Ink Machine, the first one.
What about the story? Yeah, tell me about what the hell does this story mean?
It's like a cycle, basically. Goes into the next room, close the door, you reopen it, there's his grave. So basically
oh, that's basically
a grave. No, Benny would just walk up and point at it and stare. He'd be like, open it. We don't like you, and they try to gas you, basically.
Whoa! Holy hell!
But Wilson's like, hi. Fucking Alice Angel shoots through a poster with a Tommy gun. No fucking joke, a Tommy gun!
I hope you enjoyed the first episode of a bi-weekly podcast. Oh my goodness. Of a bi-weekly podcast known as Music, Memes, and More. Once again, this was The Unnamed Player, Javen, MrJJSpazz, and Stelluro. That was perfectly timed.
We barely talked about anything related to music.
We didn't. Yeah, well.
Half of it was just me going on about Bendy.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna have to I don't know what I'm gonna do for that.
And there was a point that I was gonna make about like the music, but again, they haven't released the soundtrack yet, so there isn't really any way to say it.
Well, we're still going.
Virgin.
We're still going. We're still going, dude. Like, hang on.
I know.
Like, do the proper end. Do the proper ending, okay?
Okay.
All right. Like I said before, this has been The Unnamed Player, Javen, Spazz.
Bye-bye.
And Stell. See y'all later. See you for the next episode.
Bye.